socket like this. Should be one right over in here.
I'm ready. Alright, so you want to open the door? Lock that stuff in the door?
No, that's cool. That's cool. Alright, baby, ready? Yeah. Alright, good. Yo, what's going on, man? Good morning. This is another episode of Rap About TV. Today is a little different. We have a special guest with us, Mike D'Angelo, recorder and artist. He's using this platform to bring awareness to violence, gun violence. This is a quick think tank. The purpose of this is really want to come in here and pull out resources and come up with ideas and solutions to increasing the unity. Right off the bat, because we on the time constraint. Going through this situation, what idea or solutions that you took away with that you can offer to the people that we can, take as homework and we can start coming together and building as, as a community?
I feel like it's imperative right now, very, very extremely imperative that we not only educate ourselves on every nook and cranny in our community to see the issues that we go through that we make our problem. You feel what I'm saying? Like we doing this to each other. The KKK stand for Kings Killing Kings. You feel what I'm saying? KKQ, Queens Killing Queens. So at the end of the day, we gotta have this uncomfortable conversation and get into that comfortable locked in space to address these issues so we can make progression through this.
Right.
These are like kids that I had to do events for and give straight hard cash from my concerts to families. You feel? That's Stormaya, the young girl that was found in her school dead. You feel me? Right. You got Stephen Slaughter hit by a straight bullet. Directly after Jasmine Light got hit by a straight bullet. That's James Anthony Smith that got murdered for a pair of Jordans. You feel me? I got a tattoo with a Jordan logo with bullet holes in it. You understand what I'm saying? I've been had that because I was showing my friend as a kid get killed for a pair of Jordans. At the bottom, you got Amir Brooks that was killed by, you feel what I'm saying? No, that's Amir. No, this is Amir Brooks right here. You feel what I'm saying? And right here, got Greg McBride and a list of other people. This is my niece, Micaiah Wilson, 10-year-old young queen that was just murdered. The daughter of Michael Wilson and Donetta, which is my sister. She was murdered, hit by a straight bullet when gunman jumped out of the car and got to shooting randomly and it hit her in her back, ripped out the front of her body. You feel me? These are things that are affecting our community. If these kids are the key holder of our futures, why are we not valuing their life? The streets comes with certain guidelines and rules and code of ethics.
That's gone, man.
What happens is if you don't educate yourself on what entails being in the streets, if you don't know what a civilian is, if you don't know proper protocol on how to conduct yourself in situations where you feel like it's an eye for an eye, dog eat dog world, these kids ain't signed up for it. You understand what I'm saying? So if you beefing with somebody or you got issues that can affect what's around you, your mother, your grandparents, and stuff like that, you gotta get back on policing your neighborhood. You gotta say, hey, listen, y'all can't hang out here, don't play out here.
Yeah.
Go to the park up the street or something. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is what's going on. We gotta have that harsh truth conversation. It's free to use your voice. If you got life in your body, use your voice. You feel me? This don't take nothing but men being men, women being women. At the end of the day, it's not rocket science.
Right.
I walked from Washington, D.C. to Philadelphia, not for my personal gain. I had to wear the shirt of the names of these kids and random people that was murdered to help them get to a better place and such. So the wear and tear that my body went through as far as the blisters on my feet, the knee pains, hamstring pull, lower back, the shoulders, I loved it, not to sound crazy.
Pain is good.
Because that's how I got a glimpse of how my ancestors felt. That's how Harriet and them had to feel, but they didn't have a phone for GPS. They didn't have a pair of New Balances. They had to move off faith and belief. And all the sacrifices that they made are going in vain. We worse than where we started. Because we have so much power and we're not segregated no more. But we choose to be segregated. If we don't address them issues, like us as a black community, if we see a booger on our mother's nose, we afraid to say, Mom, you got a booger on your nose. That's crazy to me. You understand what I'm saying? Straight up.
So real quick then, What solution do and this is for anybody can have an idea. Like we having this think tank, you're about to go to Lincoln Memorial.
Yeah.
Like, are we going to have more of those in the future? Like, what is the next step? Can we do this every monthly, every other week? Like, how?
You see, I've been moving like this since I was a youngin'.
All right.
It's just now getting coverage because I'm a recording artist, signed with MHG Cash Money, and I campaign and I walk from DC to Philadelphia. It shouldn't take for that to say, hey, look at what's going on. We need to praise each other as heroes and kings and queens in the midst of whatever. Like, these are fellow hard-working men. So think about that young king that's in the background. Think about what he's absorbing right now. Think about the conversation. It's all off air. For all of us to live, we got to inhale and exhale. We got to protect him from being around polluted energy, the wrong information. He see this is going to help him be intrigued. He's going to be so intrigued to want to know about what's going on, Samaya. It's going to help him tell his friends, hey, guess what I was doing today? So all we got to do, like, no one man can have all that power to change the world. I can only change the things that I need to tweak inside myself that what I give off in the world. You feel me? When kids is out here getting murdered, we're not talking about reckless endangerment as far as getting hit by cars. We played throwback tackle in the streets.
Yeah, we did.
And we had somebody on the sideline, hey, car coming, watch out.
Right.
You feel me? I come from a city where it used to be, remember all day transfer papers, bus passes? I'm gonna ask everybody a question in this room real quick and follow my lead. Everybody in here by a show of hands, how many got a bank card? Right, check this out. This is how they collapsed our mind in the District of Columbia. Listen, we used to have all day transfer bus passes and fare cards, paper, right? And this is what happens. How many times have you seen a person when we was coming up, man, I'm done with this joint, here you go. Yeah. You can go into the train station and see on the floor, like you might be short $1 and some change, and you'll find a fare card on the ground. 35 cents, yada yada yada, or somebody just say, here. You feel what I'm saying? They changed that to a card form, a smart trip card. How many of y'all would let just a random person or anybody, even a family member, hold your bank card? Are you going to just give somebody your fair trip card knowing that you got to upload money on it? You feel me? So they killed the form of us exchanging, having exchange with each other. You want to know why? Because it was gentrified. It was changing. More condos, bigger businesses. They don't want us having interaction with the people that's bringing money to the city. Whites, Caucasians, the Asians, the Ethiopians. They don't want us to have the comfortability of going to them and saying, here you go. They want us to just stay in our corner. So what certain people do is, that's why they put like the little bike ramps and stuff, the scooters and stuff. They don't want us, they try to separate us from being all in one group. They don't want to have these uncomfortable conversations. We got to educate our kids and our future and our people on these things, because that's what made us survive. That's how we got around. I didn't mind walking from my neighborhood in Edgewood to Shaw Junior High School to get to school, because it was a transaction. I know I didn't have no tokens. I know I didn't have a bus pass, but I know if I got out there at that bus stop at enough time, somebody was going to hand me one from the window and open up the back door for me. You dig what I'm saying? We looked out for each other at that point in time. You feel me? So when a kid gets murdered in the street and you sitting there glorifying violence, and you sitting there doing that, but you're not protecting these same people, you feel me? Look, pay attention to what's going on in these groceries. Like, go to any grocery store. I value anybody to open your eye up. It's the women that's sitting there at the cashier. It's the women that's at the end of the aisle bagging up grown men groceries, putting in labor. It's the women. The women stepping up to the plate and being leaders and putting in all the labor. And we sitting there watching, acting like we supposed to get served when we not protecting it. Straight up.
Alright, so look, we're short on time, man. Just let everybody know where they can follow you, they can get behind you and support you with everything you got going on. And we can keep this train moving, man. The think tank and get together and talk about this.
And shout out to the think tank. I am Mike D'Angelo. You can follow me at IAM_MIKEDANGELO_. I am Mike D'Angelo. I just now started a new page as well. I will be walking across the country. I will be walking across the country in these dangerous, poverty-stricken condition neighborhoods. I will be going to Africa. I will be walking the Great Wall of China. I will be touching on these issues to not only bring love, world peace, equality, justice, etc., for minorities and all that. You can follow it as Walk with Mike D. Walk with Mike D. And just follow the journey, get on, and let everybody know what you're doing. You legendary.
Hey man, appreciate that, man. Appreciate you coming through and touching the people. Real talk, man. Yes, sir. Hey, Rap About TV, man. Think Tank, man. We out.
You legendary. Yeah.
All right, boom. Real quick pick, and we out.
Yeah, let's get it, bro.